It's a basic truth of the human condition that everybody lies. The only variable is about what.
I think that she just lies her way through life to get what she wants.
The truth hurts sometimes, but unfortunately, that doesn't make it less true. We're living in an era where sliding into someone's DMs with a filter-heavy selfie is normal, but sharing what you're working on unedited feels like an act of defiance. Strange times. Navigating the balance of our digital personas versus who we truly are has become more challenging for many. In this age of curated realities, where living your best life often means glossing over the messy parts, getting real about anything feels like a radical act. It's as if the more we connect online, the harder it becomes to keep it honest with others, let alone ourselves. It's hard to explain how often humans lie. In part, there's a tendency to shy away from the facts that cause pain emotionally, or put you in a position of feeling weak or inferior. If you're navigating the early chapters of adulthood, wrestling with the realities of entrepreneurship, or on a mission for personal growth, it's a weird time to be alive amidst all the digital noise. Let's get real. Humans have a complicated relationship with the truth. Research, like the studies conducted by psychologist Robert Feldman, suggests
they lie on average about 3 times in a 10-minute period.
Surprising? Maybe not. The kicker, though, is that these fabrications aren't just about saving face or climbing the social ladder. They're often about dodging the discomfort that honesty can bring. Maybe you've already done the work to prune lying from your life with an understanding that you won't be perfect, but you'll be better. Whether it's to avoid confrontation or to shield someone's feelings, the truth is, our lies are less about the person and more about our own vulnerabilities. Why do we make stuff up? The fabrications we craft range from the benign, "I'm fine, thanks," to the more elaborate tales we tell ourselves to justify our actions or to escape reality. We lie to bosses and professors to get out of obligations, to loved ones to keep the peace, and perhaps most destructively, to ourselves, weaving narratives that either aggrandize our successes or mask our insecurities. Sometimes you have to turn to philosophers to put into words the best and most simple version, and I think Friedrich Nietzsche nails it. Sorry about the pronunciation. I'm not upset that you lied to me. I'm upset that from now on, I can't believe you. Dr. Gregory House, one of my personal idols from the hit TV show House, would constantly remind his team, everybody lies. And while it's a line delivered with a dose of cynicism, it's not without a grain of truth. Interestingly, humans aren't the only creatures that deceive. Nature is rife with examples of animals using trickery to survive. Whether it's mimicking a harmless species or adopting the appearance of a poisonous one, deception is a tool for survival. These parallels highlight a sobering reality. At our core, we're not so different from the rest of the animal kingdom, employing lies in hope to protect ourselves and our futures. There is one highly developed part of the human brain that separates us from the pack, though. It's the core of the decision-making, abstract thinking, and future planning that our newest lie baby needs as its oxygen. Enter the CEO of the brain, your prefrontal cortex. It's this brain region that helps us navigate the complex social world, an adaptation for a complex social life. Our brains are not just architects of lies to others, but also to ourselves, thanks in part to cognitive biases. These biases are mental shortcuts that shape our perceptions and decisions, often leading us to embrace comfortable lies over uncomfortable truths. Whether it's confirmation bias, making us seek out information that confirms our pre-existing beliefs, or the Dunning-Kruger effect, where we overestimate our knowledge and abilities, these biases contribute to the narratives we construct about who we are and what we can achieve. Your brain works for you, but not always with you. Our lives, in many ways, are the stories we tell ourselves. But what happens when these stories are built on foundations of half-truths and outright lies? They become a house of cards, precarious and ready to collapse under scrutiny. Recognizing and rewriting these stories is a crucial step towards authenticity, a journey that's both challenging and liberating. Don't beat yourself up, though. We're not alone in our deception. History is littered with lies that have been told by some of the most beloved figures, from artists to business moguls. These fabrications, whether for the sake of art or commerce, remind us that the impulse to deceive is a universal trait, transcending time, culture, and profession. So where does this leave us? The short of it would be to live life more present and intentional, with an understanding that not everything needs to feel good to be good. It's tempting to adopt multiple personas, the ideal employee, the perfect partner, the always-on social butterfly, but the energy it takes to maintain these facades is enormous. Embrace the messiness of your journey, question the narratives you've inherited, and dare to write your own story, one honest word at a time. In a sea of curated lives, raw honesty is the truest form of rebellion. Live simple, lie less.